Well, good morning again. It's nice to see you. I hope you've had a good weekend. I've got another thought for you this Monday. It's 11th of November 2019. I want to talk about the difference between love and duty. There's a massive difference. If you love, you will do your duty. But doing your duty doesn't prove that you love. It's important to get it the right way around. There's many instances like that. I'm going to do another blog, the difference between worship and love. Worship doesn't prove love. If you love, you'll worship, but if you worship, it doesn't prove your love. So I'll do another blog on that. So religion is doing your duty without love. It's obeying the rules of your denomination, of your religion. And religion is always based on works. Whatever you believe, it's still based on works. Even Christianity as a religion is based on works. Relationships are based on love. That's why we love people. There's an affinity, there's something that happens. And that's why we do our duty. Duty without love is dead. It's religion. And I believe duty stinks to God when the motive is wrong. In Luke 17, verse 5, the disciples said to Jesus, "Lord, increase our faith." I'm sure they were wanting to have faith to raise the dead and move mountains into the sea. And Jesus switched them from the gift of faith, the supernatural power of God, to the fruit of faith, faithfulness. And he said, let me tell you a story. He said, a man who's a rich man, he has servants. He sends his servant out to plough in the fields. And when he comes home, he says, "Make me a meal." And the man makes him a meal, and then he says, "Okay, you can have your own meal now." So he's a servant. And Jesus says, does he thank him because he's done those things? He's done his duty. He worked in the field, he came home, he made the boss's dinner first before he made his. Does the boss thank him? Does the boss hug you on a Friday and say, "Oh, I'm so glad you came into work today"? No, you've done your duty and he's paid you for your duty. He doesn't have to thank you or bless you. If you do more than your duty, then you may get some praise. And so he said, it's the same with God. When you've done all that you were asked to do, that's your duty. So when you obey, when you fast, when you pray, when you do everything that the Bible says, when you're perfectly obedient, you've got to say, I'm an unprofitable servant. Why? Because you've only done that you was asked to do. You've done your duty. So Christians say, oh, well, you've got to obey God 100% right. You have to obey everything that Jesus taught you. But if the motive is wrong, it's not acceptable because you've only done your duty. God can't reward you for doing your duty. No more than a boss can give you a bonus for doing your duty. It's when you do more, when you're in excess. So love does more than duty. It goes the extra mile. It turns the other cheek. It prays for its enemies. I understand that. I have a wife. And my wife makes my meals. But I don't want to make her meals and begrudge it and think, oh, well, I'm married to him, I'm tied to him, I better make his food. I don't want that. I want her to think I'm the best man since Adam. And want to make a wonderful meal for me. I don't want her to iron my clothes and think, oh, I hate ironing, but it's my husband, I better do it. I want her to love doing it. I don't even want her to give me a body and think, oh, I'll lie here and think of England and I suppose I'm married, I've got to give him his sex. I don't want that. I want her to love me where she wants me to ravish her and she longs for me to take her body. Surely there's a difference between duty and love. And I, as a husband, I don't want my wife to do a duty. I want her to do a duty out of love. The motive's got to be right. That's something for you to think about this Monday and during the week. So what's my little moral? Well, do all that you do with the motive of love and don't just do your duty. And if you can't change your circumstances, change your attitude. God bless you. Have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. See you next week.